Hello and welcome back to Joe's Math Tools where math is made easy. In our session today, we are calculating the LCM using the division ladder when both of our numbers are on one single division ladder. So if you're ready to see how this is done, let's get started. Now in our question today, we're calculating the LCM of 9 and 27. Now I know you would have seen me work out this question before using the division ladder, but in that video, we used two separate division ladders. But for this example and in this video, we're going to calculate the LCM of 9 and 27 when we're using a single division ladder for both of our numbers. Now remember that in your division ladder, we only use prime numbers only, and we only use numbers that are divisible by these numbers to make sure that there are absolutely no remainders. Now in working out this question, remember that there are going to be times when you can divide into one number but maybe not the other, and in those cases we do not divide into or even change the other number, but just simply return it back and continue it down in our division ladder. So let's get started. So we're looking at our prime numbers and we're looking for a number that we can divide 9 and 27 by. And in this video, I will list the prime numbers for you so that if you need it as a reference, you can refer back to your numbers. But again, I urge you to learn these numbers for yourself so that if you need it or whenever you have to work through a division ladder, you will already know the numbers that you will be using. So I will list the prime numbers that are less than 21. And our first prime number is 2, then 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, and 19. So these are our prime numbers that are less than 21. And a prime number that I can use to divide both 9 and 27 by will be the number 3. So 3 can divide into 9 3 times. 3 will divide into 27 9 times. So we now need a prime number that we can divide by again. And of course, since 3 and 9 are multiples of 3, I will be using 3 again. So 3 will divide into 3 once, and 3 will be divided into 9 3 times. And please notice that as I'm working out my question on the division ladder, I'm making sure that all of my numbers remain in the same column underneath the previous number that it was being divided by. That's to make sure that my number stays lined up and I don't lose track as I'm going through my working. So now that my first column is completely prime factorized, I still have my final 3 that I need to use, and of course I'm going to use 3 again. So since my 3 is not dividing into 1, I will return that 1 back to my division ladder, untouched, unmoved, unoperated on all together. That 1 just simply moves down in the division ladder. So 3 will now divide into 3 once, and since both of my numbers are now prime factorized to 1, I have completely prime factorized both numbers. So now let's get into our calculation. Now here's the good thing about using a single division ladder to calculate your LCM. Now in using a single number, that means that all of my prime factors, and remember the numbers that are on the left hand side of your division ladder, that you use to divide into these numbers are what we call your prime factors. So for the division ladder, all of my prime factors will be used to calculate my LCM. So I have 3 3's on my division ladder, so I will have 3 times 3 times 3. And 3 times 3 is 9, and 9 times 3 is equal to 27. So the LCM of my numbers 9 and 27 is equal to 27. Okay, so there you have it. We just calculated our LCM of 9 and 27 using a single division ladder, and remembering that we're using all of the numbers in our prime factors to calculate our LCM. So make sure that you also get some additional practice in Remember to develop your skills. And remember that when you need to learn a new skill or you're ready to learn a new skill, make sure that you return back to Jules Math Tools, where we make math easy.